My ex-girlfriend demands I pay her mortgage after she dumped me for her coworker and said I had no future. She left me 3 days before my 25th birthday. No warning, no real conversation. Just a text saying she needed someone with more ambition. Someone who could give her the life she deserved. That someone was a guy named Kevin from her marketing department. He drove a BMW, wore expensive watches, and apparently had a 5-year plan that included her. I was working as an electrician's apprentice, living in a small apartment, putting money away every month. She said I was thinking too small. She said Kevin was going places. A week later, she moved into his 4-bedroom house in the suburbs. She blocked my number and told our friends I was bitter. I wasn't bitter. I was devastated. We'd been together for 3 years. I thought we were building something. Turns out she was just waiting for a better offer. For the first 6 months, I was a mess. Couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, kept wondering what I did wrong. My older brother finally sat me down and told me to stop feeling sorry for myself. He said the best revenge is a good life, so I got to work. I finished my apprenticeship and got my license. Then I started taking every job I could find. Nights, weekends, holidays. I saved everything. When I was 27, I bought my first rental property, a small duplex on the east side of town. I fixed it up myself, rented both units, and used the income to save for another one. By 28, I owned 2 properties. By 30, I owned 5. I also got hired as a lead electrician for a commercial contractor. Good salary, good benefits, steady work. I wasn't rich, but I was comfortable. More importantly, I was building something real. During those 5 years, I heard things about Kevin through mutual friends. Turns out his 5-year plan didn't include keeping a job. He quit his marketing position to become a day trader. Then he quit day trading to become a life coach. Then he quit life coaching to find his true passion. Meanwhile, my ex was paying most of the mortgage on that 4-bedroom house. Then about 2 years ago, Kevin found his true passion. Her name was someone from his yoga class. He moved out, left my ex with the house, and apparently forgot to mention that he'd stopped contributing to the mortgage 8 months earlier. I didn't feel bad for her. I didn't feel anything, actually. I'd moved on. I was dating someone new, someone who actually respected what I was building. I figured my ex was just a chapter in my life that was closed forever. I was wrong. Last month, she showed up at one of my rental properties while I was doing maintenance. I didn't even recognize her at first. She looked tired, worn out. She said she got my address from a mutual friend. She said she needed to talk. She said she was in trouble. Her mortgage was 3 months behind. The bank was starting foreclosure proceedings. She'd burned through her savings trying to keep up with payments Kevin had stopped making. She needed help, and she figured since we had history, maybe I could lend her some money. Not a lot, she said. Just enough to get caught up. Maybe $20,000. I told her I'd think about it. I shouldn't have said that. I should have just said no. But I was so caught off guard that I defaulted to being polite. That was my mistake, because she took it as an opening. The text started the next day. Long messages about how hard things had been, how Kevin had ruined her financially, how she was working 2 jobs just to stay afloat, how she always knew I was the stable one, how she regretted leaving, how we could maybe try again if I helped her through this rough patch. The messages came 3 or 4 times a day, each one longer than the last, each one more desperate. Then they started getting demanding. She reminded me that she supported me emotionally during my apprenticeship. She said I owed her for those years. She said if I really cared about her, I'd help. She said I was being selfish with money I probably didn't even need. She said my new girlfriend was probably the reason I was being so cold. After 2 weeks of this, I stopped responding. That made it worse. Full story on channel. Link below.